Well, guys, it finally happened. The Marxist Democrats have now released Donald Trump's tax returns. It took them many, many years to get their hands on it, folks. Now, Donald Trump has not been in office in about 2 years. And for the past 2 years, they have been focused solely on Donald Trump, while at the same time making your lives pretty miserable. This economy is in the dumps, but yet they have been focused on one man. Now, by law, folks, Donald Trump did not have to release his tax returns. He refused to actually release them. He was never required to actually release his tax returns. But the Marxist Democrats, they didn't care. They didn't care. So they released it, folks, and it's something like 6,000 pages. I'm not even really going to dive into that, of course. I have not actually looked at it. Only know the general gist of it, and it's pretty much it. I do not care about Donald Trump's tax returns. I didn't care about Bill Clinton's. Didn't care about Obama's. Don't care about it. I believe, folks, that taxation is theft anyway. And for about 130 years, the United States did not even tax income. It wasn't until one of the worst presidents ever, in Woodrow Wilson, a progressive Democrat, that income was actually a tax. But anyway, over here on Daily Wire, House committee releases Trump tax returns after years of legal battles. Yeah, a man that hasn't been president in 2 years. The House Ways and Means Committee, I should say, released the tax returns of former President Donald Trump on Friday, following a lengthy legal battle to keep the documents sealed. The powerful committee voted along party lines last week to release the tax returns after the Supreme Court rejected the former commander-in-chief's request to block the IRS from giving the records to lawmakers. The documents, redacted to omit information such as social security numbers covering the years 2015 to 2020, and include both individual and business filings. The newly released records provide about 6,000 pages, my goodness, of information on how Trump handled his taxes. He often used deductions and business losses to decrease the amount he owed to the federal government. A report released last week to the Joint Committee on Taxation revealed how much Donald and Melania Trump found a series of joint returns owed in taxes for each of the 6 years. The couple paid a combined $1.1 million in 2018-2019, as well as $750 in 2017. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe in 2020 he didn't pay any. But you guys got to remember, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are pretty dumb on this stuff. Now, I'm no expert either on corporate taxes. I'm not a tax accountant or anything like that. But when you actually have more business losses than actual income per se, you're not going to pay taxes because you suffered more losses than what you've actually gained. It's just that simple right there. It's just that simple. But for them to pretty much go after him for this, I have a major, major problem with that. That's going to set a very, very bad precedent going forward. Now, guys, I would never, ever want to be a politician. I have no desire to be a politician. I believe there's a lot of corrupt cronies out there on both sides. Mitch McConnell, and along with the Democrats as well. They don't work in the best interest of you. Now, Donald Trump was not a politician. He came in as, a billionaire, but he was a normal citizen. He didn't actually spend years in Washington being corrupted by the machine. He wasn't that. He was an outsider. And they wanted him gone. People on both sides, Democrats and your Mitch McConnell type of Republicans. They wanted him gone. And you know what these tax returns tell me? Tells me nothing. it tells me that I do not care about those tax returns. I don't. I really, really do not. I'm more concerned about the corruption that's actually going on over there in Washington, D.C. Now, they actually see Donald Trump as a threat to the corruption that's going on over there. I mean, some of these politicians like Nancy Pelosi is worth something like over $200 million. And she's actually been in the House for decades. But some kind of way, she's worth over $200 million. A lot of politicians have gotten super duper rich by being pretty much permanent politicians. Why? It's got to be some insider trading information, folks. I mean, Donald Trump has come out a couple of weeks back. He called for actual term limits now. I agree with that. And these corrupt politicians making all of this money while in office, that just makes you scratch your head right there. Donald Trump is a threat to the corrupt machine. And they know that. That's why they want this man gone. He doesn't want to play ball with them. And so they keep going after him time and time and time again. I don't care about Trump's tax returns. You shouldn't either. This whole thing is corrupt. What do they want him to just pay more and more and more so it could just go right to Ukraine? Ukraine is getting the biggest tax benefit ever. Your government is stealing your tax dollars to give to another corrupt country. Before the whole invasion of Ukraine, Ukraine was known as a corrupt country. And folks, there's a whole bunch of politicians probably that know this. They probably have some investments over there. Remember, Hunter Biden on the board of a Ukrainian company. Let that sink in, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.